Dogs have souls. You can't tell me otherwise. This game proves it. You just saw evidence firsthand that dogs... Oh, here we go. What's happening here? No, we're going the right way based off of cutscenes. Is he gonna eat a frog? And use a frog to do something.
There appeared to be a passage here, leading northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach.
Maybe
perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
I guess he gets some sort of like bigger jump or something like that is what he's suggesting. And teasing us with some of this. And really, and this is a minor complaint, but a serious one at the same time about this game, is that the contrast of the game is too... I almost gotta turn the brightness of my TV up as I'm playing this. And this is absurd setup. If I can. There we go. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm literally having to turn on the brightness of my TV. Try this. This is barely like 1% better. And of course, you guys can't see from my TV that I adjusted my brightness, but my whole point is that I fucking can't see shit in this game half the time. It was a little bit bad in Soul Reaver, the other one, the original, well, the remake of it or whatever. But there was like a setting where you could alternate, which like it was like the game had an internal clock where it was day and night, and it fucked everything up. You couldn't see anything. Oh, now I gotta. Ugh, leave me alone. Oh, now you've done it. I'm gonna get sent to the other realm. Here's where I was, obviously. Okay, thank God the thing went away, too. Is there an exit for this? There we go, it's gone. Even without me pressing buttons. Where do I go, man? Ugh. I have to fight as many humans in the other game, but I guess, you know, they were all extinct. But the vampires were like digging up corpses. Fucking eating them. Raping them. Oh, here we go. Sure enough. And I couldn't even see shit earlier that I was complaining about. It's kind of cool that he has his abilities, but what about the one where you can run in a circle around stuff? See, that one doesn't seem to be in existence. Unless I'm missing it somehow. I don't want to fight you guys. You know, I was thinking earlier I was getting my laundry a second ago.
My lurking friend was nowhere to be seen, but I found these ruins even more intriguing. I recognized these arcane symbols from the chamber beneath the pillars, and realized that this shrine, too, was sealed to all but the bearer of the Reaver.
That's dope. Well, we gotta go inside it, obviously. It's for us. I guess we'll tether back to here. Can I not interact because I'm pulling this damn weapon? And if so, how do I get rid of it? I'm gonna drop this for a second by just doing that. It's the only thing that I can think of. And I'll have to find a teleport turtle. A teleport portal to come back. This is messing me up, though. I don't want to go down there. The old graphics and the new ones. I was thinking earlier about like the whole theme of like fate and like free will in this game. This game's essentially arguing that there's no such thing as like free will, right? Which is like weird because you're in the process of something, so you're like, well, no one's ordering me around. So it like begs the question, like, what is like free will? And like what Kane's arguing, or what you're seeing throughout the game, is like simply being like Raziel is a person who's like stuck like on a virtue or value set, meaning that like because this injustice happened to him, he's like, I have to like seek justice or whatever. And he's only, and in his mind, it's like, well, but he's still considered like all the things that like you're supposed to do or whatever, like factoring in like the good of everybody or whatever. But it doesn't matter. That Kane's saying that like whatever your value or thing, whatever, if you're blindly following it like an automaton, like you're a force of your belief set. I'm gonna get up there somehow. So this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. See, now I'm down here. Can I climb one of these? I almost want to like reload the game if that just happened. And I almost might. No, I'm not. No way to get back up there, but... So I think this is backtracking from where I was earlier. I'm almost positive. Oh, fuck off, all. If I remember correctly, here's the thing. I'm over here. Okay, yeah, we're moving back. We're doing all right. Circles around. I literally had no choice. I couldn't activate the thing because I was holding on to a weapon. See, these are like minor annoyances, but valid ones about this game so far. I don't want to fight these jerks because I might pick up a weapon by accident. And you can't, like earlier in the other one, you could like throw your weapon away. You didn't have to like transmute yourself to get rid of it. So I wonder if I'm like missing some of the controls or something. Let me look at it. Control options. Configure controller. Jump. So you're seeing all of this too, right? Heavy attack, action. Crouch, block, auto face, look around, glyph item, and that's it. You guys want me to increase the sensitivity to where like we're ill playing this game. Oh yeah. And you could argue, you know, that it's like I said, Raziel's factoring in like the good of Nosgoth and all of those things. It doesn't make him any more or less of an automaton. When a person is dead set where they're going to carry out a mission, like regardless of the pain that they have to endure. Oh my God, what's this? Well, okay. Couldn't be a better time. I don't like the fact that I'm not at full health. In fact, I'm gonna eat a soul. Oh, those dickheads. They stole it first. And I guess that makes sense. I forgot if they did that in the other one. I didn't see them do it last time, but these guys were always just like dead on sight. There's a wall that I can already see even in this spirit realm. Why are these guys so hard? Alright. There's another wall that you can climb. We need a teleport part. I'm gonna backtrack first. We're in Vordor's Sanctum. There's a mirror that I gotta activate. Maybe I can run around it in a circle, like the other things. I'm still gonna backtrack though, even though that discombobulated me, and now I'm not gonna be... There's that, there's a door. There's a thing over there, but we're gonna climb on the things that we saw earlier. We're gonna ignore these Valkyrie ladies or whatever the hell they are. Fuck off. Are there skeleton people? I don't know. Skeleton vampires?
Throughout this ancient shrine, murals depicted the winged race and the apocalyptic war against their mysterious and equally inhuman adversaries. These winged beings, it seemed, were not only the architects of the pillars, but of this enigmatic place as well. And just as in the Pillar's chamber, this shrine was adorned throughout with imagery of the Reaver, depicted with the reverence of a holy icon.
Do you ever think this is like flat earth stuff, that there were races, you know, like the Atlanteans, or like how the ancient Egyptians were able to supposedly move massive objects using the power of sound, and that they already had like electricity back then, that like in some ways they were more advanced of a society than we are? Give me that. Give me this spear. Oh, you dickhead. Oh, you like that? What a classic. You like my spear. Okay, well, here's where I was when I climbed. I'm assuming that the other one is just another thing up there. I want to look around nonetheless. Yeah, do you ever think that there was like, because like, you know, in every religious text it's like there were giants, there were angels, etc. Do you think that there was like another race of things? We know that there were dinosaurs, no one disputes that, even though that's crazy to think about, that there were these fucking giant lizards running around. No one disputes that, no one's like, that doesn't, no, there was none of those. Everyone's like, yeah, millions of years ago, why not? The Earth is that old, who knows? If they say so. I think it's all simulation. It's a computer dream. Just as I'm playing this game, you're a game too. Okay, okay. Go over here and look at this thing. Okay. Wants me to refract light off of that thing. So can I throw this? Yeah, I dropped it. Yeah, you can do that. You can hold LT and then X to drop items. Pro tip. I wish they would have told me like in a tutorial or something. Here we go. I gotta move this. Hold X. That way. Well, we can just enter the soul. We don't even have to do that. Oh, fuck off. Dude, the combat's hard in this game.
lot of health from that. Help me, mama. That's great that the camera angle got behind the bar so I couldn't see. I'm gonna hide behind this. You can't get me. Behind cover. Pick up the sword for fun. Okay, maybe now I wish I had. Oh, get fucked. I think the combat should be as intricate as Tekken. Fight Night Champion. Oops. You know what to do. You know what to do. I think I got fucked up against that wall. He got turned into pickle juice. There's like a million souls in this thing. It's different than the other one where they were like almost never around. Well, we're out here now. Where? Okay, there's the teleporter. Or whatever you want to call it. The conduit. It's the conduit to take you back into the physical realm. Okay. I see what they're trying to suggest here. I see what they're trying to suggest. Find new scrubs. Alright. Kind of cruising through this thing. I feel like there's a lot of like paths I didn't explore. I really appreciate in this game how there's like a lot more souls in the spiritual realm, just like everywhere. I wonder if that's gonna eventually like end out for me though. Oh, I ain't wasting no time on you. Give me that. Wish I could keep these. Those are kind of cool. I want to use them in more weapon situations. I wonder if later on the game will know that too and be like, yeah, we know you wanted to use this shield. Throw it at someone like fucking Captain America. Okay, obviously this is a puzzle of sorts. And you know, there's only so many directions I can even turn this anyways, but before we do any of that, let's just investigate a little bit. Look around. Oh, you can move this, go figure. Where would I move you to? Move it the other way? Fair enough. Okay. Which other one can I move? Can I move this one? No. No, you can't. It's really just the one. Move this one for whatever reason. I'm assuming that you're gonna have to turn it into like the direction of the light. So let's turn this where we get some light first. Shoot projectiles at puzzle targets. What puzzle targets? I don't have the ability to shoot projectiles. Jump, action. RB maybe? RT? Oh, okay. I didn't know I could do this. Did I have this ability the entire time? I don't even know what I'm really aiming at, though. Let's just turn this first. there's that. But let's move this for a second then. Well, let me. Can I move this the other way? Shoot projectiles and puzzle. What does that mean, though? Puzzle targets. I shoot it at this. Well... Okay, so he still does have the ability. I'm very confused by this. Oh, give me a second. I'm not looking at how to do this. I'm looking at... looking at people's messages that they sent me and so forth. I'm not looking at how to get through this, although I should. All right. It won't let me pull it any further down. That's as far as it goes. You can move it up. So I feel like I'm supposed to like knock this over. Maybe I'm supposed to go up. Like, there's like a light source above it. Which would kind of make sense. Here, hold on. Yeah. And of course you can even see the thing that you're shooting at. There's a Soul Reaver. What am I gonna do with the Soul Reaver? Yeah! Sure enough. Well, how do get up there now? Assuming that I gotta go into the spirit realm, I guess, but I'd prefer not to do that if I don't have to. I can't get a good high jump. There we go. And we don't have to go into the spirit realm, which is good. Heck yeah. I gotta shoot this too. Just to be sure. Never know. I didn't know if it was supposed to shoot at that. Soul Reaver. You know, maybe I have even done a little bit of this part too. I feel like I do remember picking up these things. I don't know. I feel like this might have been as far as I got. See, kind of like you can interact with it, but not really. Because there's like a thing. Later on in just a couple of hours, it's going to be the Thunder versus the Nuggets. Game 4. My Thunder are down. 2-1. And if, in all honesty, if anybody is going to beat the Thunder and win the whole championship, I do want it to be the Denver Nuggets, because if you really are a Thunder fan like I am, then you love Russell Westbrook. You kind of do want to see him get a championship. But I just don't think that it's very likely. But I think that the way that they played so heroically last game, maybe they are like a true contender and ready to make another push or whatever. I didn't expect them to be. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're good and all, but they've been playing great. And I think that the Thunder last game, they hung in there and they showed like a lot of like speed and like quickness and like skill. They made a lot of tough shots. But like the point of basketball is not to make a bunch of tough shots. The point of basketball is to work to create easy shots. And I think that the Nuggets had to beat in that regard. That the lead is coagulated. Was this here earlier? Okay, well, so what? There's nothing in here. Move this again or no? It's like that's where it goes. I'm kind of glad that like my guy put it down. Oh, I get it. I know what I'm supposed to do. This makes sense to me. See, but that's in the way. I remember this from earlier, too. We're gonna go the other way this time and fuck around. See if this does anything. We need the health anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna play for a bit here. Might even take a nap before this game, because today's the day to do it. That's cool. Cool. Oh no, I shouldn't have jumped off, I'm sorry. Maybe I have no choice. Maybe I'm supposed to be over here. I can climb back up there through that thing. I remember when you first start the other game, you don't even have the Soul Reaver in this realm. See if I can like could in the other game. Alright, well, we need to find the conduit. I don't like saying teleporter because you really technically aren't teleporting anywhere. You're still in the same location. Just in the material realm, you can interact with stuff again. Fuck off. I think I'm backtracking right here. I'm probably gonna just immediately turn back around and jump down, but I wanted to, oh yeah. See, this is what I wanted to look at. Just want to see what this does. Well, if it doesn't matter that I'm turning it this way. How about that? Turning it towards the other one over there is what I want to do. But, can I fuck around with this? Sure enough, I can. What? Can I jump on that? Or can I use it to cross? Oh, you sure can. It's dope. Okay, one over there. So we're gonna turn it over to that side, I'm assuming. Maybe I gotta shoot it. Maybe I gotta point it the other way, and then once I do that, it opens up the other way. The only thing that I can think of is that maybe I'm supposed to point it over here and then move that thing out of the way. That once... But it's obvious that you're supposed to do something with this. Shoot projectiles at puzzle target. See? That's what I thought. Maybe it's up there. Ugh. Need a better angle. Without falling off the fucking side. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what this does for us. What? Well, then, yeah, we're keeping it at that. It was some sort of hype-ass shit. Flame Reaver, Sun Reaver. What? Oh my god. Witnessing cinema. Spectator, whoever you are in here. Lucky Duck. Fuck is that? What does that do for us? I mean, we're going down there obviously to look closer, but Raziel, you have inherited
As I neared
the power.
the altar, I suddenly felt the Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control.
See, this is another theme about
Merely its helpless puppet.
free will here.
The
Where he
Reaver
thinks he's like doing his own
plunged
thing.
itself into that mysterious altar and devouring the energy that emanated from
Taint the
within,
Dark Reaver.
drained this place of its power. Thus sated, the Reaver released me.
What? Now you can interact with those,
I
maybe?
recovered control, that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power.
The power of darkness. The power of Christ compels you. What? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna walk out the thing because it's right there. I don't want to backtrack and look around and fuck around and get lost. 'Cause I could be lost in here for 10 years, I'm sure, if I allowed myself. Maybe at the very, very end of the game, I'll do like once I have all of the abilities come back and do like a more slow exploration. I don't know if I'm gonna do this game 100%
Now I
on my first
understood the
playthrough.
purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen
Yeah!
throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent, but these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
What does the Dark Reaver do, though? We gotta see it in action. Come on, give us an enemy to fuck up real quick. So he just opens now. Let's do this. Alright, well, we knew that already. Just wanted to see. Yeah, we already knew that. Let's see if there's like another light source. I don't know if that mattered or not. I don't think that it did. I think I'm supposed to just basically walk out now, which is what I will do. Because that was the door that I just came through. So I don't really even know why I came back through it again instantly. Confusion, I guess. I was probably supposed to go out that door. These scenes are confusing me. Okay, not that one, but... There's the elemental basin that he was talking about. Okay, and still the Dark Reaver. Well, yeah.
Concentric circles, one eclipsing the other. I recognized this symbol from the door sealing that other ancient shrine, the one I had seen in the lake outside the Sarafan stronghold. Perhaps now, armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
Okay, I know what he's talking about exactly. I actually didn't show you guys that earlier when I was there. When you leave the Sarafan stronghold to the right, there's like a door that he's like, oh, I can't do anything right now, but maybe later I can. And he's basically referencing that right now. And the reason why I didn't go look at it this time is because I already knew he was going to say that. I've played this game a tiny bit, and even tried playing it like a week ago. I kind of got like, maybe like 30 minutes into it, but couldn't get to a save point, so I kind of just gave up in the middle. Was it gonna seal shut?
You're a ragged excuse for a savior.
This is dope.
I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
Dude knew.
All good, I hope. I've been watching you since you emerged from that accursed stronghold. Strange
he
that
has.
your arrival coincides with the corruption of the pillars. But I'm wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak
Look at him.
plainly then. I distrust your origin, stranger. Seeing you crawl from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the pillars' decay. And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the pillars' destruction or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well.
That's actually a wise answer
Other
from him.
side of the coin.
Because he doesn't
I have
know.
followed your journey and watched as you blithely unlocked secrets that have been sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Seraphan. And now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Seraphan could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the pillars, and the Reaver.
Fairy tales, boy. The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away, until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies.
What's his
But you
ass?
see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late. Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphan nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him. I don't know how you've come even this far without his guidance, or without the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphan. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
I had no less reason to trust Vorador than anyone else I had met. In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far. If Janos Audron was the key to all this, then I would find him, and Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage. But first, I had to find a way back into the stronghold, and I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we're going back over there. Another achievement. Interview with the vampire. Or chat with Vorador. Check it out, we're gonna use the Dark Reaver real quick. Oh, get fucked. Just out of curiosity. Well, no, I can't save and quit out right here. I gotta get to like a save point at the very least. So I was like, I wonder, because you know, like in the other story where you always, whenever you quit out, begin at like the beginning of the game. But something tells me it's probably not what happens in this one. That you probably load back into your last save point. Let's give it a shot. Get fucked. Oh, it changed colors too. It's cool. Alright, I'm gonna try to quit out and see if it just puts me back where... I'm assuming that it is gonna put me back at the swamp. But you never know. I was like, yeah, we'll see. Alright, well, to head backwards, I gotta head south. Ugh. Ugh. Good God. At least it affects them as well. Kind of cool if it didn't affect them. That was like their human ability. And see, that would not be as egregious if the angles of camera were not so bad in certain scenes. Whatever. Whatever. Now we're headed north again by accident. I just backtracked the whole way. Still headed the right. Ugh. Sorry, just lost and discombobulated. I remember doing all of this yesterday, obviously, but I forget exactly where you're supposed to go or all that stuff. I do remember that, I feel like. Okay, I remember this. I was supposed to teleport at one of those things also, if I have to literally walk all the way back. Where's this guy?
Ah, my wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully.
It's all propaganda, he says. Don't believe it.
On subverting your true destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
Your arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel. Deny my will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
Your threats are unmoving. Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
Save point, but we're not trying to get to a save point. We're trying to go back up. Just making sure I still got. Let's see if the Dark Reaver has anything cool against these guys. Have I not been here yet? Music is different. And so then I could like use these to teleport, but I guess not. See, this is new to me. Next save point, I'm probably saving it and taking a nap. That's cool. I think I ran in a circle by accident. Sorry, I keep flipping back and forth between the new graphics and old ones. I think he looks better in the old way. That guy does. Raziel and them don't. Let's look at you. What do you guys think their lives are like? You think, oh, they're like the toughest trained, blah, 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 blah. Which is cool and all, but like, what do they do whenever they're not fighting? Is this like a pretty easy day for them? Alright. Get fucked. So over here. Over here-ish. What the heck, man? Of course, the camera angles are all terrible, so... No need for all of that. Ugh. This isn't it. I swear. I'm literally gonna have to climb one of these just so I can look around. The camera angles are so terrible in this game. I'm constantly getting caught on dumb stuff. Okay. Pretty sure. No, I don't think this is where I was at earlier. Or maybe... I mean, I guess I'll go up there? This doesn't seem right to me, though. Maybe... I feel like this is not the same thing that I jumped out of. This is the Seraphim Stronghold, but I'm like on a different side of it or something. Maybe it wants me to shoot it with this. Maybe it wants me to go all the way over there. Oh, just swim straight. I know I saw something over here that you could climb. It's right there. Okay. That did nothing for us. I think I remember now. Oh, you'll do no such thing. I think I remember now that I swam underneath like one of these things. Ugh. The damn map. I'm not even in the right spot. Well, let me save it. Even though I'm not exactly where I want to be. At least give me the location, and then I'm probably gonna take a nap, guys. So, yeah, I'm in Southern Lake, it says. Look at the map. Alright. Take care, guys. We'll see you later.